Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this training video, I will talk about the decision making in module 3. Decision making is a condition which comes while the execution of program and take the action as per the condition. So decision making evaluate multiple expressions which produce either true or false. So whenever we write the condition, that condition may be true or false, and as per that the statement are going to be executed. So in this training session, I will talk if statement, if else statement and elif statement. So watch this video completely so that you can understand the decision making in Python. You can use this decision making in any function, any module, any class or any application. First of all, I'll talk about the syntax of decision making. So we'll start with the if condition. The functioning is same as C and C++. The syntax is quite different. So we'll look first the syntax. So first I'll write if. Inside the if, you need to write a condition. If the condition is true, then this block is going to be executed. Let's say if it is true, this will execute. But if it is not true, then we have to again start from the first line and execute the else block, and you can print the false statement. So in this way, we can write the simple if condition in a Python. This is the syntax for decision making if case. Now we will see the complete example that how this particular syntax is going to be work for a certain example. So for that purpose, I'll take two numbers. Let's say number 1 is equal to 5 and number 2 is equal to 6. These two numbers I declare and assign the value to that variable. First of all, I'll compile these two statements so that the variable are going to be created and the value is assigned to that variable. First, I write a condition if number 1 is greater than number 2. This is the condition, so colon is required. Inside that, we can write a multiple statement. First, I'll write print, and let's say number 1 is greater than number 2. This is one of the statement. I'll add multiple statement, print, true case execute. Now I'll reach to the next thing, but still I it in the if block. So first of all, I have to use the backspace to start from the very first point of the line, and then I write the else part. In the else part, I'll write a false case, so I'll print that number 1 is less than number 2. I can write a multiple print in the false case also. So I'll write one more false case condition. I'll write one more false statement as a print. So compile this code, we will get number is less than number 2. So number 1 is 5, number 2 is 6, so number 1 is less. So it won't enter into it not enter into the true case, it will enter into the false case. So else part is going to be executed and number 1 is less than number 2. So two statement are print, this number 1 is less than number 2 and the false. Next thing is that once we compile all this, I want to print one more statement which is not part of the if case. So I write print, and here I write decision making. And I'll compile one more time the same code. Now what will happen? The three statements are going to be print. The false case is as it is, number 1 is less than number 2 and the false, and this statement is print. So this is not a part of if case. If block is start here, end here, else block is start here, and it ends with this two statement. After that, I'll start again from the first point of the line, then it is not part of the if case. So in this way, we can use the if statement. Now the next part is if else by using elif statement. Now first we'll take the three numbers. I'll take three numbers, that is x is equal to 5, y is equal to 6 and z is equal to 7. Three numbers has been declared and the value is assigned to that. Three variables are declared and the value is assigned to that variable. Now here we'll take the three numbers x, y, z and I have values 5, 6, 7. Now I have to check the if else block for this particular three variables. Now what I'll do, I'll first compare the two numbers. So first I'll write if statement if x is less than y colon to start with the if condition block print what I need to print here, x is less than y, x is less than y. If this condition is true, this statement is going to be print. But if it is not true, then we have to press the backspace to reach to the very first point of the line, and we have to write elif, that is else if. I'll write one more condition for else if, that is x is less than z. This is my second condition, that x is less than z, and if block is start with the colon. So in the very next line I'll write print x is less than z. So if it is true, then it execute this, but if it is not true, then we'll write else part finally, that if it is less than y, if it is less than z, then we can write print elif statement end. So if both the cases are not true, then it enter the else part and it execute. So I just compile this code. We'll get x is less than y. X is 5, y is 6. So the first condition is true. It enters into the true part. But if it is not the case, I'll just change the value. X is 15, which is not less than y, which is not less than z. Then elif statement end will print. So now we'll see one more time. Compile the code and we'll get elif statement is end. So in this way, we can write the elif statement in a program. The next condition is nested if else. So we'll take the example of nested if else. For that purpose, I'll take certain number from the user. Let's say I'll take one value from user, and that value I'll convert into integer. So I'll take the input from the user, enter the integer number, and that number will use for nested if else. So first of all, I'll write the condition if that value is greater than equal to 0. If it is the case, then we'll check if that value is equal to 0, then we will return it's a 0. If user enter the 0 and if it is equal, so it will print it's a 0. But if it is not the case, then that if followed by else, that print the entered number is positive. Now if it is 0, it will be print, otherwise it will just a positive number. If followed by else is complete, then a first if is complete with a else block, print the number is negative. The number is negative. So in this way we can check the nested if else. There are multiple if else are there, which one by one execute in the program. So let us try this example first. So I just compile this code. So I have to enter the number. So I just enter the 12, which is a positive number, and I'll get the entered number is positive. This is for the true case. One more time I'll execute the same code and I'll enter the number -5 so that the number is negative. Now what will happen? First of all, user will enter a number. If the number is greater than or equal to 0, then it comes into the if condition, otherwise it will goes into the else part. Now the condition is true when it is 12, so it comes inside the if. Again there is one more if that value is equal to 0, then it will print 0, otherwise that entered number is positive. So in this way, multiple if else we can write in a single block, so it is called as a nested if else. Hope you understand this. If you have any kind of a doubt, you can write it in the comment section. I'll give the explanation. I hope you like the content or I save your time. Please support by sharing the video with your friends. If you are not subscribed my channel yet, then please do subscribe and press the notification bell icon to get the latest information. Thanks for watching this video.